Hello guys, welcome to my channel. On this channel, I share pattern drafting tutorials, sewing tutorials, fashion tips and everything fashion. In today's video, we'll be making this beautiful Iro and Buba. Some people call it Buba and Wrapper. Now this outfit is a traditional Yoruba outfit. The Iro is the wrapper, a very long wrapper cut from the Ankara fabric, lace fabric, um, ashoke and whatever fabric you desire, and the buba is a loose fitting blouse which represents modesty, grace and the beauty of African textiles. So guys, let's get right into the tutorial. The fabric I'll be using is this Hollandaise fabric. I have 6 yards of it and I'll be using everything for the buba and the wrapper, and then I'll be also be cutting out the parts for the hair tie. I'm making this buba and wrapper for an elderly woman and they love their hair tie, so I'll make sure that I get the hair tie out of it. Okay, so I have 6 yards of this fabric. This is Hollandaise. This is the fabric they call Hollandaise, and that's what I'll be using for this tutorial. So for the buba, I'll be cutting, I have my fabric folded into four. I'm going to be folding my fabric into four, forming a rectangular shape. My fabric is folded with the bust circumference measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. So whatever your bust circumference measurement is, divided by 4, then add seam allowance and ease allowance. And then I took a neck width of 2.5 inches and a neck depth of 3 inches. But I later went on to increase the neck circumference by 1 inch. That's around the depth area. Okay, it was too tight. So the neck measurement is dependent on how busty or how big your client is. So I used a total of 4 inches by 2.5 inches. And then um, I'm going to notch this part here. That's this shoulder area. I notched it so that it will be easy when sewing. And this is the part that I cut out for the sleeve. I'm using a sleeve of 10 inches by the length of the sleeve. Okay, wherever you want the length of the sleeve to stop, just measure it. Measure it from where the bust circumference stopped. Okay, so the sleeve is just this rectangle you are seeing here. I'll be attaching it to the body of the buba. So I'm just notching all the important parts. Okay, notch all the parts so when you are sewing it will be very easy. Okay. So that's that about the drafting of our buba. It's as easy as that. Just a rectangle with a round neck and a rectangular sleeve. That's all we'll be doing for the drafting of the buba. And then for the wrapper, I'll be using the measurements of 2 yards and 18 inches. That's the total measurement for the wrapper. Please take note of this. If your client is very big, you can do more than that. You can use up to 2.5. You can use more than 2.5 rather if your client is very big. Well, this measurement is just perfect for my clients. Okay, so let's go into the sewing. This is our buba here, right here. Now to finish the neckline of the buba, I'll be cutting out bias strips from the fabric. I'll be using the fabric to make bias strips that I'll be using to turn the neckline neatly. So what I'm doing here is I just folded my fabric into a rectangle, and then I'm going to be cutting 1 inch on fold, after which I'll divide into two, and that's what I'll be using to turn the neckline neatly. Okay, so you can see it's on bias, it's stretchy. So I'll just divide this into two, and that's what I'll be using to turn the neckline. You can actually use an already made bias tape, but I want I want the buba to have the same color. I don't want to add the ready-made bias tape, so I'm just making mine. Okay, so this is the buba right now. and this is the right side. So I'll be using my bias straight to turn the neckline neatly. Okay, after turning the neckline, I'll notch and then I'll do an under stitch and a top stitch. Okay, so like I said, I went down by 1 inch on the neckline because it was too tight. Okay, so I took 1 inch down and half inch on the shoulder area, as you can see me doing. So I have deepened the neckline further, and this is just perfect. Okay, so I'm going to be using my bias tape to turn the neckline neatly. Okay, when doing this, please be careful so that it comes out very neat. Don't stretch the bias tape, just go about it as neatly as you can. As you can see, I've sewn and I've done my under stitch. So I'll just go and give it a good press before doing the top stitch. And then for the sleeve, remember the notch we created at the shoulder? I'm going to be matching that notch with the notch on the sleeve, okay? And then I'll sew on half-inch seam allowance. So just match the two notches and then sew on half-inch seam allowance. I've gone ahead to end the sleeve. The next thing will be to join everything on the side, and then I'll be leaving a slit of 5 inches. I'll be leaving an opening of 5 inches, which is inclusive of the seam allowance for hemming. I'll be using 1.5 inch for my hemming, so I'll be having like 3.5 inches left for the slit. Now, most buba have slits. If you don't want just to have a side slit, you can do without it, but I'm adding to this buba that I'm making. So after this, I'll be taking it to my ironing table to give it a good press, and that's all for the sewing tutorial. And then for the wrapper, I'm just going to join the sides with 1.5 inch, and I'll also do the same thing for the scarf. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Let me know your thoughts and questions in the comments section. This is what our Hero and Buba looks like at the end of the tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. You have a lovely day. Bye.